Check. हेलो हेलो हेलो
सर बड़ी साहब कैसे हैं? ठीक हैं.
Wall track, you good? Wall track? Good?
Four questions in Urdu, and then we'll quickly move on to English.
पिछले मैच की प्रेस कॉन्फ्रेंस में आपने कहा था कि आप कहने को आखिरी उम्मीद रख लेते हैं, लेकिन आज ये आखिरी उम्मीद भी कम छोड़ गई, तो कितना तकलीफदेह है और क्या आप समझे कि इस मैच के साथ बहसियत कोच आपका भी जो करियर या जो भी है वो भी आपके एहतराम पहुँचा है? किस तरह की कुछ खबरें आई हैं जो आपने कहा है कि आप खुदा हाफिज़ कहने वाले?
देखिए ऑफ कोर्स अफसोस तो होता है वर्ल्ड कप से बाहर होने का. आई थिंक आज के मैच से ज़्यादा अफसोस पिछले मैच का था, क्योंकि पिछला मैच हमारे ज़्यादा कंट्रोल में था. आज यस हम लोगों ने बॉलिंग में थोड़ी सी गलतियां की, जिसकी वजह से हमें ये प्रॉब्लम देखी. ना सिर्फ के बल्कि आखिरी ओवर्स में अगर आप उठा के देखेंगे कि 4-5 ओवरों में काफ़ी रन हुए, बल्कि इवन जब भी हम जूं हमने विकेट्स लिए उसके फ़ौरन बाद 2 चौके 3 चौके, आई थिंक दैट्स वेयर वी लॉस्ट द प्लॉट. आई थिंक वहाँ पे अगर हम कंट्रोल करते तो शायद 193 शायद इतना स्कोर ना होता. हमारी बॉलिंग इतनी अच्छी है कि 165-70 के करीब हम इनको रोक सकते थे, लेकिन बॉलिंग टोटली ऑफ द प्लान की लड़कों ने, तो जिसकी वजह से ये कॉस्ट हुआ मैच. बाकी जहाँ तक मेरे करियर का ताल्लुक़ है, वो प्रोबेबली जाके पाकिस्तान जाएंगे, देखेंगे सूरत हाल, जाके चेयरमैन से मिलेंगे, जाके और लोगों से मिलेंगे, उसके बाद देखेंगे कहाँ जाते हैं.
वकार, ओवरऑल इस टूर्नामेंट में जो पाकिस्तान की परफॉर्मेंस रही उसका कैसे तज्जिया करेंगे, और पाकिस्तान का जो एक वर्ल्ड क्रिकेट में पास्ट रहा है, तो अब आप ये समझते हैं कि पाकिस्तान की क्रिकेट अब डिक्लाइन पर है?
देखिए अभी क्योंकि हारे हुए हैं तो कुछ भी कहूँगा तो ऐसा लगेगा जैसे कि कोई एक्सक्यूज़ बन गया या कोई बहाना बनाया जा रहा है. लेकिन अगर डीपली सोचा जाएगा और देखा जाएगा तो ऑफ कोर्स पाकिस्तान में क्रिकेट काफ़ी अरसे से नहीं हो रही, पिछले 6-7 साल से नहीं हो रही, जिसके ऑफ कोर्स आपको सिम्टम्स नज़र आना शुरू हो गए हैं. पहले आपके पास मैच विनर्स ऑफ कोर्स थे, जिनमें सईद अजमल वगैरह हफीज़ बॉलिंग करते थे, लेकिन अनफॉर्चुनेटली अब वो उस तरह की चीज़ नहीं है, जिसकी वजह से यस मैं कहूँगा थोड़ा बहुत डिक्लाइन ज़रूर है. इसको कंट्रोल करना बहुत ज़रूरी है. इसको टोटल देखना बड़ा ज़रूरी है कि हमारी डोमेस्टिक क्रिकेट, हमारा जो इंफ्रास्ट्रक्चर है वो कहाँ जा रहा है.
लास्ट क्वेश्चन जाहिर. क्या आप समझेंगे कि जो ह्यूमर चल रहे हैं टीम में, तो प्रॉब्लम के हवाले से मिसअंडरस्टैंडिंग है प्लेयर्स के दरमियान, और अगर आप एक चीज़ उसका एनालिसिस करें, जब आमिर शिजात आउट हुआ उसने उसको अपनी क्रीज तक आने नहीं दिया. व्हाट इज दिस? क्या इसको थोड़ा सा लिबरेटली सच बोलना चाहिए?
सच ही बोल रहा हूँ जी. आपको शायद लग नहीं रहा कि मैं सच बोल रहा हूँ, लेकिन सच ही बोल रहा हूँ. और दूसरी बात जो आपने कही है कि जी लड़कों में इत्तेफाक नहीं है और लड़कों में कुछ ऐसा, ये बातें बनाई हुई बातें हैं, इसमें कोई सच नहीं है. ऐसी कोई बात नहीं है कि जी टीम में, मैं खुद बड़ा परेशान हुआ हूँ और बड़ा सुन के बड़ा मुझे हैरत हुई है कि इस तरह की बातें, र्यूमर्स उड़ाए गए हैं या उड़ रहे हैं. आई थिंक ऐसा कुछ नहीं है. हम लोग अच्छी क्रिकेट नहीं खेल रहे, लेट्स पुट इट दैट वे, कि हम लोग अच्छी क्रिकेट नहीं खेले, जिसकी वजह से हमें ये फेस करना पड़ रहा है.
I'm sorry, I want to ask you something about the other teams. You have played India and Australia both. On the face of it, how do they look like? How do they compare? Who would you pick? I mean, if there is one team which has to go through, who do you think it would be?
Look, I think they're both very fine sides. It all will depend on what surface they play, how they all, not only just recently, but even if you go back, they have got a history. They've been playing very hard, tough cricket against each other, even in Australia, even here also. So I think it'll be a very good game. So I cannot really pick the winner.
Third last question here.
As a coach, when you look at it, what exactly can you pinpoint? Is it a mental pressure which is not able to get out from outside? Did it affect the team? And or also, do you think there is certain departments that has to be very strongly rectified?
Yeah, I think the difference between the team is very obvious and clear. I mean, fielding side, we are not the best of the fielding side in this tournament. I think that's one thing we have to really dig deep and think about. Even the selectors, when they're selecting next time or when they're going forward, I think that needs to be addressed. That when you pick someone, you have to really look at the fielding aspect of the game also, which I think we lacked. And yes, you do really need to bring the youngsters in, I guess. All these big tournaments, World Cups, I think they always bring change, and I hope PCB, Pakistan Cricket Board, also looking for a change in the setup.
Afridi was such a disruptive opening batsman. There and when did you start knocking him down?
I didn't.
First 6 overs. I think the last 6 overs in the first power play.
Look, I think that's how you think and that's your advice. But I feel, he is very destructive down the order when the spinners, especially spinners, are on. Last time he opened was years ago, so you got to understand that. So he hasn't really opened the inning, so you can't just pick up a bat and just go and open. Yeah.
Last question here.
Pokhar, a few days ago, the PCB chairman had said something about the captain, and in fact, the captain also himself had said that this would be his last match also. In fact, today before you came, there was an announcement here that he didn't address the press conference. Is there any news about this?
I think what I have heard that he is going to go and do the press conference back in Pakistan, and then he's going to decide about his whatever future plans are. Okay, thanks.
Mic check, check.
Cheers, mate. It's not great when you're being cooked that looking like.
Ready to go? Yeah. All right.
What do you think what was the difference between two teams?
Between
You won the match, but what was the difference between two teams?
I don't really know how you want me to answer. At the end of the day, both teams were trying to win, so we got the desired result. I think if you look at our last 5 or 6 overs, that was a massive difference with the bat. Obviously, they didn't get the chance to do what we did because they lost wickets, but yeah, I'm not too sure where you want me to go with that one, sorry.
Couple of changes to the batting personnel and batting order, James. Is that the right mix, do you reckon? I mean, I suppose the total would indicate that.
I'm not a selector at the end of the day. We just get the tap on the shoulder when we're playing, but I think the beauty about our batting order is we've got so many different players that can bat from 1 to 6, so it's hard for spots and you've got to try and get the right balance and get the right mixture. So look, today it worked beautifully to post 190, and I don't think too many things will change, I reckon, for the next game when you're winning.
this is not the first time you've taken 5 wickets in a T20 match in India. You've done it before. So in IPL. So what is the secret to bowling on such surfaces, particularly in the shortest format, and succeeding in taking wickets?
I think in the end I got pretty lucky. I just got a couple at the end this evening, so I'm not too worried about that. I think just it's pretty basic for all bowlers these days in T20 cricket. You've got to have variation and change your pace and a good yorker and bouncer, and if you can execute them, it can make it hard for the batsman, but at the same time you can still execute and travel around the park.
Ever since you won the Man of the Match award in the final in the World Cup, it's been a roller coaster ride for you personally. This puts you back in the shape.
Was I out of shape?
No, as in this performance kind of brings things back into things.
Yeah, it's nice to take wickets. Thanks.
Yesterday, Steve Smith was mentioning about the importance of getting better towards the end of the tournament, as the tournament goes along. You think the team is doing that?
Yeah, I think obviously after our start it was very disappointing, and we've got a massive game coming up in 2 days, obviously against India here at home. So whoever wins that game goes through, I'm pretty sure. So yeah, look, we'll switch off from today's game. Obviously, it's a great thrill winning, and we'll focus in about 2 days' time. Oh, we had to make progress. If we didn't make progress, we're out of the tournament. So at the end of the day, it was all on our shoulders to turn the ship around and start winning. And we've won 2 in a row now, and we need to win another 3 to win the World Cup. Yeah, we have had a massive focus on batting through the middle. Obviously, here in India, it's something that you need to really nail, so you can get some partnerships and wickets in the shed for the last 4, 5, 6 overs. So, yeah, I thought Steve batted exceptionally well today, but that's not really a surprise for me. I've seen him play T20 cricket, obviously over here in particular with the IPL, and he does that all the time. So, yeah, he was just class act today. Yeah, obviously with the bowling. Yeah, obviously Glenn had the long boundary, so I think he was trying to spear it in and trying to get them to play the big shot across the line. And it was either 6 or out. That's pretty much how it was. So I thought through the middle, Glenn bowled well. But I think as a group we bowled really well. We knew they were going to come hard against us, and it's about holding our nerve and holding our length against them.
How crucial was Smith's knock? Keeping in perspective your T20 campaign. It's come at the right time. At the back end.
Smith's knock.
It's come at the right time for Australia.
Yeah, it has. Obviously, after losing the first 2 wickets, it came with beautiful timing, wasn't it, to get a bit of a platform. And like I said, his innings doesn't really surprise me. But to be honest, I thought Shane Watson's innings had to come in when he did under the pump and hit the ball from ball 1 was exceptional. And the shot play that he played was pure class.
Just on Steve again, James. It's sort of shown, I suppose, over the last couple of years that when Steve plays well, Australia's very hard to beat. And just after, I guess by his standards, a bit of a lean run the last 2 games. Like it's must be sort of a confidence booster to have him back in that kind of shape.
Oh yeah, I think at the end of the day, people see figures, and he missed out the first couple of games, but at the same time, every time he walks into the nets, he hits the ball exactly the same. That's the same with Shane as well. He missed out the first couple of games, but he came off 103 games ago, so it's no surprise he whacked it tonight. So it's such a fickle game, T20. You can be in red hot form and not score any. At the same time, you can get on a real roll, and it's hard to stop if you're the opposition team. And
just with you, mate, were you quite ill the last couple of days? Was it tough to come back from that?
I was all right today, so that was the main thing. Yeah.
Just on Shane, what was the reaction? What did you say to you guys? What was the reaction, and just for you as an all-rounder as well? What did you do?
I've obviously spent a lot of time with Shane. I was on the road for 7 or 8 months at one stage with him, playing IPL, Champions League, playing the ODI series here. That was a couple of years ago, England Ashes, and look, he's only been very supportive of my cricket, and he's very supportive of all the young players in general. Especially when you come into the team, there's obviously expectation there's hype, and he's one of the first players to come up and make you feel welcome in the group and make you lift to that standard of the senior players. So when everyone heard the news, I think there was obviously a lot of sad players that have played a lot of cricket with him. There's obviously new faces that have only played 2 or 3 or 4 games, so it's a bit different for them. But he's been great for my cricket, and I can't thank him enough.
James, bit of heated rivalry between you and Australia and India in recent times. Can we expect the same sort of fiery rivalry on Sunday?
I think we play really good cricket against each other. They're obviously a really good team, and we'd like to think that we're a really good team as well. So I think everyone's going to be tuned in for 48 hours' time, and I think it'll be great for the game.
And you've had a bit of a running battle with Virat Kohli. You looking forward to locking horns again with him?
I saw him in the hotel in Bangalore. He's fine. There's nothing going on there. It's just a bit of friendly banter. We all know how good of a player he is, and everyone tries to get good players off their game.
Australia has been the dominant team over the last 20 years in one-day cricket, won several World Cups, after 2 World Cups. In 2020 cricket, Australia hasn't gone through with success. Reached one final in 2010. How do you explain this lack of success in 2020 cricket? Does this boil down to the format?
I think if you look at the amount of T20 cricket we've played as a group, the last 12 months we played one game. We played obviously a lot of test match cricket, a lot of one-day cricket, and we're number one in the world in both those formats. So this is the format, like you said, we need to tick off. And look, we broke it down to 5 games. We had to win 5 games after we lost our first one, and at the moment we've got to win 3 to be champions. So we'll just take it game by game. And like I said, we've got a big game in 48 hours against one of the best teams in the world.
Last 2 here in Robert.
Do you have to get same kind of wicket in the next match? What do you have in this match?
I'm not the curator. I'm not too sure what he's going to come up with. But at the end of the day, I know it's the same for both teams, for both innings. So we'll have to adapt whatever it is, whether it's got pace, whether it's slow. We'll soon find out.
India won all 3 of those matches back in January. Is that much of a form guide because it was such a different 11, a bit of a selection trial?
Different country, different conditions, different tournament.
Thanks, guys. We are training tomorrow. So I'm going to bring Shane Watson back in here for tomorrow. He's going to hold tomorrow's press conference. It will be embargoed. Someone will translate that to very short.